And now a cross-section of lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer activists have protested a proposed bill to criminalize cross-dressers in Nigeria. The activists and members of the community made this known in Abuja on Sunday as they decided constant discrimination and prejudice against their existence is unacceptable. Amadine Obewe has more.
A proposed law titled A Bill for an Act to Amend Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act 2023 to prohibit cross-dressing and other related matters, sponsored by Muda Lawal Una, has created controversy as members of the LGBTQ community have kicked against it and continue discrimination against their humanity. Activists and members of the community on Sunday protested the continuance of the bill as they called on lawmakers to let them express themselves.
The latest thing we are hearing is that we can't go out and express ourselves, and we have to express ourselves. In Nigeria, Nigerian human rights says that every single human have the right to express themselves peacefully, and that is what we are here to do, and we will definitely do that, no matter what. And nobody have any rights, no police have any right to arrest us, because we know our rights and we stick to it, and we will have this protest, and we have more coming, and we will have pride. So people have to, when we say enough is enough, we mean we are tired of trying to accept us. If we can be able to accept ourselves, it is enough. Yes. So we have come together as one voice to say enough is enough. We have been drowned, we have been humiliated, we can't take it anymore. I personally, I am out here, I am proud to be a transgender woman. Oh my God, I glorify myself for that. And look at these are my family.
We are here to say enough is enough to the insecurities in the country. The government should rather focus on education, should rather focus on the roads, should rather focus on fuel scarcity, should rather focus on good roads, should rather focus on accountability instead of looking for ways to criminalize and make people target, because just as the SSMPA became a law, the masses saw that they could just walk up to LGBT persons, mob them or blackmail them or extort them. So we are here to say enough is enough to the extortion, enough is enough to the blackmail, enough is enough to our voice not being heard. We are here to say that our voice should be heard because we are humans, we matter, and of course, queer lives matter.
Inclusion of this cross-dresser bill, it will affect a lot of things. So we are here today, we are fighting of Nigerian government, we are fighting for our inclusion, we are fighting for our rights, injustice, food security, we are fighting for good roads, we are fighting for inclusion in decision making, we are fighting for giving us homes, giving us jobs, giving us health care. We are talking of allowing us to express ourselves, to be who we are. If, for instance, I'm with my flag, I cannot wear something like this to go off. There's place I wanted to go and buy something like this. I was like, can you give me a rainbow? They were like, sorry, they don't say something like this. The discrimination is everywhere. The mobbing is everywhere. So many trans women have been killed. So many trans men have been killed. So many LGBT people have been killed. So many people have been saved, or so many people have been brutalized by police people, by bloody civilians, by a lot of people, transphobic, homophobic. They are out there criminalizing us.
There were also calls for the SSMPA to be repealed to allow the LGBTQ plus community freedom and protect them from harassment and assault.
We also continue our pushing on the social media. We also continue our pushing by lobbying into the state legislature, lobbying into the government house, lobbying into the Human Rights Commission, for them to also understand that we are human, irrespective of our sexuality. We are human. Our right matters a lot.
How we are approaching the elections, we don't really have a community candidate that we are pushing, and part of the reason is that a lot of the people that are queer that are actually in politics, right, they are also members of the ruling class. These people are rich, and they would literally protect their own class interests when they get into power. And they're even there right now. We see you. They are there right now, and they're protecting their class interests. They are not in solidarity with this community. And so what we are actually focusing on, right, is agitations that go beyond electoral politics. Even if you elect the next, APC or PDP, dictator that is going to keep oppressing queer people, we are going to keep fighting, right? And we also have organizations that also within the political space, organizations like the Socialist Workers and Youth League that came out in support of this protest and came out against the Socialist Workers and Youth League. So we have political, actors, political organizations that are in solidarity with us in terms of candidates, just because of how Nigeria's politics is structured, where only rich people can actually contest elections credibly and win. Because of that, the people that are getting into these places that are queer are also rich, and rich people will always choose being rich over whatever else. They will always choose their class interest.
As a society's progress is judged by the quality of life of its most marginalized, it is pertinent that all demographics are provided with protection of lives and properties and freedom. Amadou Nogbewe, reporting for KAFTAN Television.